Salud, mi gente, you boys coming through once again. And on today's video, I want to talk about an incident that took place in San Jose, California, in where a Mexican was telling another brown individual to leave his country, and that he was basically bringing substances to his city, right? So before we continue this video, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. The reason why I'm making this video, man, is because I see a lot of people in the comment sections some weight loss. In a way, I do understand that we all have different beliefs, but the excuse to make things right or to justify one's actions is to blame the other side and be like, well, that side don't like me. That side don't treat me that way. I mean, they always calling me this. And just because certain individual might be that way, they put the whole group together, right? And it's a way to justify that. And it goes for both sides, honestly. If you want to keep it real, it goes for both sides, you know? So on this occasion, man, we have this Mexican who was with his son at the Safe Mart buying some cheve, some beer, you know. It seems like he's having a good time, drinking, driving for sure, with his son in his car. And he's waiting to pay his beer when somebody came from the back to pay their groceries. Put a little bar, decides to put his groceries on the belt, right? On the band, however that the thing is called. And the guy in front was bumping into the guy on the back, right? At one point, the guy on the back was like, "Hey, man, like, what's the deal? Like, are you okay?" Right? Well, the guy in front, the one who was buying the beer, the Mexican, said something in return, something in English, which the other guy responded with, "Oh, I don't speak English that much," you know. And this was the beginning of this story, man, because after he said that, the Mexican guy who went to buy beer, he told this individual to go back to his country, basically to get out of the U.S. That was not his country, calling him an illegal immigrant, not knowing if this individual is actually illegal. You know what I mean? Just because somebody don't speak English doesn't mean that they're not a resident. You know, for those who know the requirements of that, understand that there's residents of the United States who don't speak English, you know. Now that's a whole different topic. If you want to be like, oh, well, they should do this. Now that's a whole different topic. Let's not get out of context. But he went out and started respecting them, you know, saying that he was bringing substances to his city, San Jose, and he needed to get out, right? Of course, the guy started recording the mistreatment and uploaded that footage on the internet. To which this individual reacted, okay, if you're going to record me, I'm going to record you as well. Eventually, he paid his beer. He went to the parking lot and stayed outside waiting for this individual to pay his groceries and go outside to confront him, right? This in front of a minor, right? In this video, we see the dad who bought the alcohol being disrespectful, right? Calling this individual names. And then the son, who must be maybe 9 years old, 10 years old, is doing the same thing. He's seeing how the act is acting, and he thinks it's okay. And when I see stuff like this, man, it goes back to what's going on right here, man, because there's a lot of people who are confused, man. I do understand that there's individuals who were born in the U.S. There's individuals that have a certain political view, right? It's understandable. But for somebody to actually point a finger and say, oh, you're this, you're that, because you don't speak English, that's something else, you know? And like I said, the reason I'm bringing this up is because there's a video. I did a video just to point something out, right? And there's a lot of individuals we hold with Chicanos, the Mexicanos, you know, they separate themselves, you know, when people decide to call themselves Chicanos, which are Mexican descents, right, who were born in the U.S. And you got the Mexicanos who are born in Mexico, right, but live in California. And this, even though we are the same people, just born in a different land or on a different side of the border, we're still the same people, right? But both sides throw stuff at one another, right? And I'm just keeping it real. Always the Mexican is gonna tell the Chicano, "Oh, you're not good enough for this. You're not good enough for that." Do I believe that as a person, as a Mexican? No, I don't. I don't. You know what I mean? But I can admit that there's Mexicans who act that way. You know what I mean? Even towards me, I have made videos and where I talk in Spanish, right? If you think my English is broken, my Spanish is broken as well, right? And they tell me, "Hey man, you're not a Mexican." So my response is like, "The fuck, I'm not." You know what I mean? Tell that to the fucking government of the U.S., right? I mean, I'm here. I was born here. Like, fuck. Who are you to tell me I'm not, right? That's why it does not bother me. And it shouldn't bother nobody when you have an individual. Because it's an individual. It's not a group. Because just because a person is saying it or multiple persons are saying it, that does not define a whole group. Like some people want to make it seem, right? And just because somebody makes a ignorant comment, there's ignorance through different countries. You know what I mean? Just to make it clear. Just because somebody makes an ignorant comment, it doesn't mean it's true. You know, it doesn't mean that it carries weight. You know, but some people they do take it personal. Some people they do hold like a little grudge about it, and what they return the favor, but to other individuals, right? Now, I'm the Chicano, who are Mexicano, say that I'm not Mexican enough. So, what I'm gonna do as a Chicano, trying to belittle the Mexican. And I'm not saying every Chicano is like that as well, right? Again, not because one person, two person, three person do it means that everybody's like that. Because it's not. It'd be a very ignorant statement to say, right? Real stuff. But there's individuals out there who are like that, and we have seen that with the movement, with the Trump movement and stuff like that, and we're Latinos for Trump and all that stuff, right? And we're people who believe that they're better because they're born in the U.S. and they don't agree to give a chance to somebody who is not born in the U.S., right? So basically, if you're born in a different country, man, go back to your country. You don't need to be right here, you know. Regardless, they're not the border patrols, but they put that cape on. And when I see this, I was like, you know what? I need to comment about this topic because it is sad to see our people. You can make all excuses, right? The excuses can be done left and right. I mean, but somebody who knows, like, the deal. I mean, come on, you can never convince me of otherwise. So, for those individuals, man, and I'm not saying specific individuals, I'm just saying in general, right? That have been in comment section and trying to justify things, man. It's not okay, man. It's not okay. At the end of the day, we are the same people. We were just born on different sides of the border, but we come from the same roots, right? We come from the same roots. Simple as that. The way I love my culture, my descendants, all of that history is the same way that some of you do. I mean, do love the culture, man. I see that. I witnessed that. So all this division in where, oh, I think I'm better because I'm from Mexico, or I think I'm better because I'm from the U.S. should end. I know it's never gonna end. I know, but at least I'm putting this video for somebody else. Hopefully, it makes you see things differently, and it's something different to give you maybe you can see the big picture, because all I see is that, oh, well, Mexicans are like this towards us, so it does not make it right, though. I mean, two wrongs does not make it right. Suppose that is not math. I mean, there's no two negatives equals positive. It does not. You know what I mean? In real life, it's not. It does not make it right. Leave that to the math problems. But right here in real life, no, it does not, man. What it does, it just creates a problem. It just makes it bigger than what it is, And guess what happens? Like this individual talking, degrading this other individual because he didn't know how to speak English. Now the son is picking up that game, is making that okay. So what's gonna happen? Once that son gets older, he's gonna be the same, I just thought I should bring this up to you guys and just think about something else, right? Something different. So with this being said, we are out to next video. Thank you for the support. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe to the channel. Gracias.